Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a show all of the drugstore or affordable brand items that I really like. So these are all of my favorites essentially. My makeup collection is not ginormous by any means, but it's got me worried about how it's increasing, and my husband. To go in order of the way that you would use a product in terms of getting ready. So to start off, for primers, I do really like the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I haven't used any of the other e.l.f. Primers that they have. I think they have a smoothing one, a blemish one, all that jazz, but the Poreless Primer, that's about $8 at the drugstore. The next piece that we would go in with likely is foundation. So I've got a few different foundations here that I really like. You've already seen me use the Hydrate and Smooth ones. This is definitely my go-to. Even though it's the winter time, some people prefer a more matte look in the winter. I always like a glowy face. I find that mattifying foundations grab onto my dry skin or my dry patches from zits or things like that, but this one is great. If you are looking for a matte version of this, I did give this a shot, and this is the matte and poreless version of the Fit Me Foundation from Maybelline. I do have to make sure I'm really moisturized underneath, and I do like the look of the matte finish with this one, but I have to be careful about how dry I am to use it. Going back to more luminous foundations, the True Match Lumi by Loreal is a really popular one. This one unfortunately is in the color C4, which is shell beige. It is far too dark for where I am right now. This is about 20 bucks at the drugstore, so it's getting up there a bit, whereas the matte and hydrate Maybellines are $8. They're both wonderful. In terms of setting powder, you guys have seen me mention my RCMA powder. This is like quadruple the amount of product that you would get in any other kind of regular setting powder scenario. The top is horrendous to deal with. It's like I'm going to be cooking up a storm at my makeup desk. But CameraReadyCosmetics.com has this product, and shipping is pretty darn fast and reasonable, and it's about $13. So after we have set our face, we would likely go in bronze. In terms of a regular bronzer, this is definitely one of my new favorites. I've only used it a few times, but this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It does smell like Mexico. It smells like heaven. It's wonderful. The other one that I really like is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. Shoppers does sell Benefit products, and this is one that I heard about on YouTube all the time as being a color that could basically work for anyone. It is not shimmery, it is not too dark, it's just a beautiful color, and so it's called the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This runs you about $30, 20 something, 30 bucks, so it's a bit up there for a drugstore item, but totally worth it to me. Another product I wanted to mention in terms of cream contouring, so if you are looking to kind of bronze up your skin without a powder, this is the Nyx Wonder Stick. This is about 12 bucks at Shoppers. Nyx is primarily found, I believe, at Shoppers in Canada. I'm not sure if they are also at Rexall, but I know Shoppers for sure. The Wonder Stick has the dark end and then the highlighting end. I have the color light. The next piece would be blush. So the first one that I really like, again, like this, the Milani Baked Blush. This is about $8 or $9 at the drugstore. This is the color Luminoso 05. It's a baked blush. The other piece that I, not drugstore, but affordable in the Morphe brand. So this is how their blush palettes come. And it is a package of 9 blushes. This is their 9N palette. And this has, it's called 9N, I believe, because of the more natural finish. So there are some shimmers in here, there are some mattes, and I like to kind of just blend them out. I'm not sure if you can see those very well, but they are really nice kind of natural looking blushes. They also have the 9B, I think it is, and it's more of like your orangey blushes, the really bright pinks. It's beautiful, but this is the 9N that I have. Afterwards, for highlighting, I found this bad boy Superstore one day looking, and it cost me all of like $4. It's called the Catwalk Pink Illuminating Palette, and it's Wet n Wild. I tell you, Wet n Wild was the thing back in the day. I'm only 30, but it feels like back in the day it was so long ago. Anyways, it was a big brand back in the day, and it's totally brought up its game again. The other highlighters that I really like to use are the ColourPop highlighters. These are ones that have such a neat consistency. All the ColourPop products have this cool consistency, even in their eyeshadows, where they kind of feel cold and they're a bit moussey, and they actually move around when you press them. So essentially you can just use your finger. This color is Monster, which it's hard to see in this light probably, but this color is more of your out there looking highlighting. So this is Monster from ColourPop. It's kind of got like pink and purple tones to the highlight. I'm not sure how my natural daylight is doing for me right now. The other one that I really love is Flexitarian. And these are about $7 on ColourPopCosmetics.com. Very affordable. Just really beautiful one. That Flexitarian is what I have on my face here today as well. For my eyes, I really enjoy these NYX jumbo eye pencils. They have them in all kinds of different colors. The two that I have that I find are good staples to have are black and white. So Black Bean and Milk are their formal names, 601 and 604. These are great if you're going to do a really dramatic, colorful eye look. Sometimes I like to play with a lot of rainbow shades. A white base on your lid will help, for instance, like a yellow. It'll help the yellow pop. Whereas if you're working on like a pinky beige background on your eyelid, which we have if we have lighter skin, the yellow won't pop as much. The black comes in handy if you are doing a really dark smoky eye and you're applying glitter over top, you're applying a dark blue, a black. It just helps everything really pop more, and it's kind of fun to layer up on those. In terms of gel eyeliner, winged eyeliner is my arch nemesis, so I actually line my eyes on the top very rarely, but this was a product that I've seen mentioned a lot, the Maybelline Eye Studio. This you can use with just any angled brush to essentially line the bottom or the top of your lash line or waterline. It's great. It's about $6 at the drugstore. Great consistency, not drying, is pretty smooth, and again, that's for doing cat eyes or just lining your bottom lash line. In terms of affordable eyeshadows, the ones that I go to all the time are my Morphe products. So I decided maybe today that I would show you guys all of the palettes that I have from Morphe, just to give you a sense of the colors that I have to play with and that kind of thing. This is the 35F. F is for fall, I believe. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. All your transition shades or your mattes are down below, and the rest of the colors in here are all like a satin finish. It's absolutely beautiful and really great for any time of year. The next one I wanted to show you guys was the 35P, which you may have seen in my last video doing the purple look that I did on my eyes. So the 35P is for purple. Next one is the 35O. And that is a palette that they are continuously sold out of. It's the ultimate kind of neutral palette. It's just beautiful. You can go really bold and use some of these red, orangey colors, or just kind of keep it simple on the other side. And my fourth Morphe palette that I have is the amazing 35U. So this is like a rainbow threw up in a palette, and that is what it created. Such beauty. I know the image is kind of weird, but I tried. In terms of lips, I absolutely love the formula in all of the Maybelline lipsticks at the drugstore. So I have a bunch of different ones here that I just wanted to show you some of the packaging of what it could look like. They have matte ones, they have colorful ones, they have more of the shiny type of lipsticks. They just all apply really nicely, really smooth. And so the Maybelline lipsticks are some of my favorites. They're often on sale as well, and maybe like $8 a piece. The other lip products that I really like are all of my amazing ColourPop lipsticks. So I have Ultra Matte lips. These are little travel holiday editions. I also have their, they're called their Lippy Stick. So these guys come in this kind of container. It has the name on the bottom. So this one is wet. And this is what they look like. So that's how you apply. And again, the lippy sticks I think are maybe $6 US, and then these guys just have a regular applicator. They also have wonderful lip liners at ColourPop. Again, colourpopcosmetics.com. So that is it for my drugstore favorites video here today. If you have any drugstore favorites that you love and you'd like to share, please comment below and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful and colorful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.